In the summer of 1787, a sweltering heat hung over Philadelphia as 55 delegates gathered to forge a new framework for the fledgling United States. The nation was at a crossroads, teetering between the chaos of the Articles of Confederation and the hope of a more united future. The Constitutional Convention was to become a crucible of revolutionary ideas, compromises, and confrontations that would shape the trajectory of American governance. Let us delve into this pivotal moment in history, exploring the notable debates and the ingenious compromises that emerged from these hallowed halls. The delegates arrived with a singular purpose: to create a government that balanced power between federal and state authorities, all while protecting the freedoms fought for during the American Revolution. However, the path to consensus was fraught with discord. The contentious debates would test the mettle of these leaders as they hammered out the very essence of democracy. One of the most significant points of contention was the issue of representation. Larger states, eager to secure influence proportional to their size, advocated for the Virginia Plan. This proposal suggested a bicameral legislature with representation based on population. In stark contrast, smaller states rallied around the New Jersey Plan, which called for equal representation regardless of state size. It seemed, at times, that the convention might collapse under the weight of these competing interests. However, the spirit of compromise triumphed, giving birth to the Great Compromise, also known as the Connecticut Compromise. This pivotal agreement established a dual system of congressional representation. The Senate would provide equal representation for each state, placating the smaller states, while the House of Representatives would be based on population, satisfying the larger states. This ingenious solution laid the foundation for the balanced structure of Congress we know today. Yet representation was not the only thorny issue. The question of slavery loomed large, threatening to divide the fragile Union. Northern states, where abolitionist sentiments were gaining ground, clashed with the southern states, whose economies were deeply intertwined with slave labor. The Three-Fifths Compromise emerged as a pragmatic, if morally troubling, solution. It stipulated that 3 out of every 5 slaves would be counted for both taxation and representation purposes, placating Southern delegates while maintaining the tenuous unity of the convention. Amidst these debates on representation and slavery, the question of executive power also stirred fierce discussion. Fearful of tyranny, many delegates were wary of granting too much power to a single individual. Nonetheless, the necessity of a robust leadership structure was evident. Thus, the convention system was conceived, instituting a president with defined powers, elected by an electoral college, balancing the influence of the populace against the smaller states. This intricate design provided both a strong executive and a system of checks and balances to prevent the rise of despotism. While compromise was an essential theme of the convention, the process was not devoid of confrontation. The Federalists, proponents of a stronger central government, often found themselves at loggerheads with the anti-federalists, who feared that such a government would trample individual liberties. The resulting debates were spirited and contentious, epitomizing the struggle to balance authority with freedom. While the eventual ratification of the Constitution marked a triumph for the Federalist vision, it also underscored the importance of the Bill of Rights, which addressed the concerns of anti-federalists by cementing fundamental protections for citizens. As we reflect on the Constitutional Convention, it is crucial to recognize the remarkable accomplishment of its delegates. Their ability to negotiate, compromise, and innovate in the face of tremendous challenges resulted in a living document that has endured for centuries. By marrying ideals with pragmatism, they crafted a constitution that continues to guide and govern, adapting to the ever-evolving landscape of American society. In conclusion, the Constitutional Convention of 1787 stands as a testament to the enduring power of dialogue, compromise, and visionary thinking. It reminds us that democracy demands both passionate advocacy and a willingness to find common ground. As we examine our present-day challenges, let us draw inspiration from the wisdom and foresight of those who gathered in Philadelphia so many years ago. Their legacy invites us to engage in the ongoing project of shaping a government that reflects the ideals of liberty, justice, and unity for all.